Alright, Scribe Squad, I said I was going to be doing these a lot more. And today I just wanted to give you guys the message of now is not the time to quit. That's what we're speaking on today. And to a certain extent, I'm taking my own advice because I guess I'm preaching to the choir. I think that's what it's called. January was a rough month for a lot of people, myself included. It was long, it was intense, it was emotional, ups and downs. But we made it through it, and now we're in February. And I think a lot of times when we make these New Year's resolutions, or we just have goals in general, we hit a point where that goal seems to be harder than what we thought it was going to be, or we're at a point where it's little bit more discouraging than what we thought it was going to be, and we quit. Like it's life. We're human. We're not perfect, and we just quit because we're overwhelmed or we lack motivation. But I'm here to encourage you and tell you to stick with it, and I'm sticking with it. I'm encouraging myself. Same time, I'm encouraging you. There's so many goals for this year that I have. Whether it's financial, whether it's just a personal goal, whether it's music, so many things that I'm trying to do. You guys know that I'm in this journey of learning the guitar, being a better guitar player. I'm in my last semester, well, last and plus summer school semester of college, so trying to pass all my classes. And my dumb butt decided that I was going to take my math class at the very last semester of college. So now I'm in a remedial course so I can get in the course that I have to take in order to graduate. And I've been doing numbers, and it was like yesterday or the day before yesterday. I was up to 2 o'clock in the morning doing freaking, what is it, calculus, algebra. I don't even know what I'm in. And I just kept telling myself, don't quit, don't quit. I'm almost there, don't quit. It was to the point where I literally wanted to throw like something at my laptop from looking at it and just staring at it and just be like, oh my gosh, the agony, the pain, and the agony was just real, right? And all this that I have going on, plus, I have some business ideas, and I'm trying to grow this channel even further. Man, we have came a long way. But I'm trying to take it to a whole new level in 2020. My goal is hopefully would be at 100K subs by the end of the year. And we get to this point, there's nothing wrong with taking breaks or whatever, taking pauses. But I get to this point where I'm just like, oh, this is overwhelming. And also, you get to a point in the process where it feels like you're not making a dent. You're not getting there fast enough. And I think January was that month for me where I was like, am I making a dent? Am I really getting someplace? And you see it, but I guess it's just like, because I remember when I have to remind myself, I was at 3,000 subs a few months ago. Like, it's been a fast growth. And I try to remind myself, like, what did it feel like? I was just so focused. I was like, I gotta get here. I gotta get to 10K. I gotta. And I try to encourage myself to have that same drive and save momentum, and not to get comfortable and not to get complacent, and to continue to challenge myself, because now is not the time to quit. I heard this from Steve Harvey, and I may get it wrong a little bit, but it was this rule he said about becoming a millionaire. And he said the only number you need to know to become a millionaire is 10. And he said a lot of people be following their passion, but they don't follow your gift. You were born with a God-given gift. Whatever that is, you have a gift. And some people maybe have to think about it, but your gift is something that it just comes natural. It comes easy to you. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a gift that somebody would pay you $10 for, whether it's, a haircut, a plate that you cook in, $10 for it, right? He said, I want you to take that gift, and I want you to use that gift to make $10 10 times. Now you take that gift, you use it, you make it $10 10 times, you're at $100. Then you figured out how to make $100. You made $100. You take that $100 and you do that thing 10 more times. You make $100 10 more times. You had X amount of dollars. And you take that and you amplify it 10 more times and 10 more times. And he said so many people get focused on the end goal. The end goal. They're so overwhelmed by this end goal that they're not focusing on the number 10. And the first thing to do is just focus on that number 10. Get there. 10. And I feel like I'm kind of in my second phase of 10, where I figured out what something that works, and reaction videos have been working. This has been the best interaction that I've seen so far, and getting people to listen to my actual music has come from just growing people's interest. And now I'm taking that and I'm like, okay, well, let me figure out why do people like me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it about me on the channel that people like and people enjoy? And I'm just being myself. And I said, well, if that works, then let me take that and let me just keep being myself. Let me just keep being myself in every entity that I'm doing, in everything that I'm doing, and be real, raw, and organic in who I am. And let me multiply that by 10 and just focus on the next goal. What is the next step? I was taught this, and shout out to Richard Lawson. I went to Richard Lawson Studios. Backwards thinking, forward motion. Meaning you have this end goal, and you think about, okay, this is the end goal. Then what you need to do is write down all the steps you need to take to get to that goal, right? And then you just start with step number 1. That's it. And you achieve step number 1, then you go to step number 2. And out of all my goals that I have that planned. And I think, though, like anybody, at a certain point, you get to maybe step 2.5 or 3, and you're like, oh, this thing is hard. This thing is killing me. This thing is whipping my butt right now. Like, complete whipping my butt. And so, you're like, how do I stay in it? How do I stay focused? I think, for me, the key is remembering what it felt like at step number 1. I remember I had this urge in my body, and I was like, I'm going to get up and I'm going to try it. I saw that it was working for other people. I saw that people were reaching people by doing reactions. And I just had that do it now thing where I'm going to try. It may not be well, but I'm going to stick to it. And I gave myself 6 months. In my original goal in my head, right? I didn't tell anybody this. But I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stick to it for 6 months. And my goal is just to get to 10K subs. If I can get to 10K subs in 6 months, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stay with it, right? And so I got there faster, way faster than 6 months. And I was like, okay, this works. And so now I'm at the point where I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to take it to another level. What can we do beyond that? And I have to go back to that multiply by 10. What is working? Let me multiply that by 10 and multiply it by 10. And so hopefully, while you're in this process, whether it was some people, start off a weight loss goal at the beginning of the year and it just goes awry, or maybe you had a goal to start a new business, or maybe you just had a personal family goal to take more time to relax, or to stop procrastinating, or whatever your situation is. And, feel free to tell me in the comments below, like, elaborate what's going on in your life. I want to get to know you guys more. Hopefully that what you take away from this, and I told you I was going to give you guys this content raw and unedited. I know a lot of people do jump cuts and stuff. That's not really my style. I like to give it to you as I'm thinking it. Hopefully you guys know that now is not the time to quit. Stick with it. See you guys next time.